What up, guys? Jason Guyman here with King of Christmas Lights. I don't know if I am or not, but I'll say it anyway. I got the King of Pressure Washing shirt. I have the King of Gutter Cleaning here, and he's going to be the King of Christmas Lights in Raleigh, which he is. Not yet. He's working his way up there.
Working my way up there.
Working his way up there. And so this weekend, we are having a Christmas light training class this Sunday. If you haven't signed up, there's still a couple spots left. And we're out here looking at what we're going to get to do. This little building that we're standing under, we're going to do the whole thing around that, so you'll be able to do that. We're going to do a gingerbread style, so you'll be able to do it through gingerbread style. We got some trees right here, some hollies that we're going to do all kinds of branch wrapping. We're going to branch wrap. How many trees are out here?
20.
So 20 trees. This is a $15,000 job. I didn't just put that up there for clickbait. It is a $15,000 job. And you did it last year, right?
We did $5,000 last year. They increased their budget.
And that's a lot of times how we get HOAs. They keep increasing them, and next year you go to 20 and 25. And that's the beautiful thing about Christmas lights is growing that business and being successful. Is that what you want to be? Successful?
Definitely want, and successful equals profitable as well. So that's a big part of it. You know, gratification's awesome, and if you make your HOA jobs happy, then you got 5,000 people going to an HOA meeting saying, well, we want to do this next year because we need lights closer to our house. So make people happy and make sure it's profitable, and that's what I consider successful.
And that's a great thing, you know, because we want to be successful. Because who wants to have a business and not successful? And I understand success is measured in different ways, but you know, again, we got to be able to charge, and we got to be able to make things happen. So we're out here today. Like I say, it will be Sunday morning, starting here at 8:30. There's a ton of trees. There's going to be different tree wraps. We're going to learn how to do some different things that I normally don't teach in my class. So that's going to be cool. You're going to have the lift out here, so we'll be able to do some lift training. If you've never been on a lift, we'll do obviously ladder training. If you've never been on a ladder, we're going to do roof safety, which this roof's going to be a little tough to teach some roof safety on it, to be able to show tying off and that kind of thing, because it's not your normal roof. It's just a little pavilion here that, well, I don't even know.
But we'll get basic safety principles down.
Yep. And so it is a good thing that we'll be able to see. And you say, well, there might not be no windows or doors. Well, guess what? I don't teach to do windows and doors anyway, because they're a pain in the neck. Would you not agree?
I avoid them. I do them when a client, basically, I leave it off. I try to increase my ticket on every other line item I can think of. And then when they're like, okay, yes, and let's add a garage door, let's add this, then we're like, well, happy to do it, but
we're not going to put that in our bid in the beginning.
No.
And so that is definitely for sure. It is raining here. It does suck. It is raining. Hopefully the rain the rain is supposed to end tomorrow or today. It's going to be a little chilly today and tomorrow. So if you do come, make sure you bring sweatshirt. If you're coming for the pressure washing, make sure you wear a sweatshirt that you don't mind getting a little bleach on, because otherwise it might not look the same when you're done.
Go to Walmart, get yourself an $8 hoodie.
Yeah, exactly. And so it's definitely something that we are going to do. So what all are we going to learn in Jason's training and Christmas light training? Well, first off, I'm going to teach you how to get $15,000 HOA jobs. I teach that. We're going to teach how we install lights on a house that is customized to the house. I teach that. I teach how to install in trees. Some of these trees, we might have to take a bigger tree just to make it a little bit more difficult, but we can install Christmas lights up to a 20 or 30-foot tree from the ground and never have to do anything. And so these are some things that gets taught in this class. Bidding is probably the hardest thing to do in this business. Would you not agree with that?
It's the hardest thing to learn.
And quoting?
Yeah, the hardest thing to learn how to do. It's easy once you do it, because we're doing custom designs for every client. But that doesn't mean that it's a unique to every client. We're not trying to do a custom Mr. and Mrs. lettering on the side of it. Like, that's not what we're trying to do as unique. We're trying to do custom, meaning we're going to do 20 feet on this house and 30 feet on this house, but it's going to be the same for every house. So once you learn the process, wash, rinse, repeat, wash, rinse, repeat. And it's custom to the individual clients. It's not custom from job to job to job. So it's definitely duplicatable. You just got to learn how to do it.
And what is one thing that I will definitely probably teach in when we're quoting stuff? Who is not your customer?
I am not my customer. So this is a $15,000 job. Would you spend 15 grand at your house? And we got clients that today I've gotten, my phone is buzzing right now. I promise you those are quote approvals. So, up $1, $2, $3, $4, $5, $6,000 at a residential house. You
What?
guys aren't
No
going to pay
way.
for that.
$6,000 job?
I think we were talking the other night on Messenger, and I got a quote approval for over $5,000, and I'm just like, who the heck pays $5 grand for lights? I mean, I charged them that, but I'm just like, who does this? I wouldn't.
I would not.
I wouldn't pay $500 for lights.
Actually, I would.
Well,
I think
we
I
got
spent
some
more than that
coming
last
out on the
night.
channel. I guess you and I did spend a couple of $1,000 last night on lights for us, but that's a different video.
And they're not even hung up, though. That's the thing.
I know. They're pretty cool.
No, we will. I do have some pretty cool videos coming up of some awesome things we can do with some lights. So they're a little bit of the RGB side of things. They're not just this here. So that.
But
is
it doesn't. These don't require a rocket science degree in order to operate. I mean,
No.
5-10 minutes. Well, okay, an hour of frustration on your very first one.
Right.
And then again, you got to figure it out. And then it's just wash, rinse, repeat. So it's not an hour of frustration on every single job like RGB used to be. It's going to be an hour of frustration to learn it, and then 5 minutes to get it set up every time after that.
I think it was more like 10 hours of frustration on RGB.
Well, it was like 2 o'clock in the morning or whatever, so that may have been like a small factor. I don't know.
But no, so that is what you get in this class. It's going to be a great class. I'm ready to happen. I will do some lives on Sunday when I'm doing it. We have, how many islands we have here that we're going to be working on?
We got four different places, 4 different islands, 4 different median sections at this HOA. We're gonna do a branch wrap. You know the weddings where they have those dangling lights that everybody asks for that? So we're gonna do we're gonna do 2 of those trees. So that's something you can do for Christmas lights. It's something you can offer year round for weddings if you get in with a photographer, a videographer, or venues or something like that. These can be packages that you can offer year round. Those big old balls that they put up in trees, everybody loves big balls. And so we're gonna do the biggest balls, man. We got the biggest balls in this class.
So you like a fluffer, and now you're
We're gonna
talking
have
about balls.
professional fluffer and big old balls. All right. We're gonna do a branch wrap job, and we're also gonna do a 45-foot tree that requires a lift, C9 bulbs. We're gonna do some trunk wraps that are like candy cane style. We're gonna do some really cool things, and it's not all gonna be. You're gonna get a healthy mix of everything. So.
Awesome. Hey, Justin, that video that I talk about that is actually in my course. I think you're still in it. If not, that's where it is. That's where all that video is about how to get HOA stuff too. So I do have some videos on email marketing and that kind of stuff. How did you end up getting this? Was this through a networking job, or how did you? This right here is the king of networking, if you didn't know that.
It was either networking. I probably have 100 clients in this neighborhood. So
gotcha.
when you have a lot of clients and you get an HOA sending a request, and you got probably 5 people in the HOA meeting, or you know somebody on the HOA board, you put in a request, you meet their budget. That's the other thing. A lot of these HOAs, I guess I'll give a shout out, a little bit of information for free. Okay, HOAs have a budget, and they have a secretary, or they have whatever, and they have an amount that individual is allowed to spend. For last year, it was $5,000. So I gave them a $5,000 solution for last year because they didn't have to run it through the HOA board. That lady could just stroke a check. So we actually got it approved almost on the spot because I figured out the budget. You got to figure that out. You got to give them a solution for that budget, and then you got to hit it out of the ballpark. And again, our budget jumped up this year. So
Awesome.
it may have originally came through Google, but again, all the networking and everything else that all helps.
Brian put.
What do you put?
I was going to bring my own fluffer, but since you have your own, I won't load mine up.
Go to Google and type in professional fluffer.
I probably wouldn't do that. It is not going to have anything to do with Christmas
Nothing
lights
to do with Christmas lights.
or reefs or anything else that we're talking about here, because that's all we talk about is professional stuff. here.
Professional stuff. We don't joke around.
No.
Only professional, only about profit. That's all that this channel's about.
That's what it is about. I want you all to make profit. I want you to be successful. You know, I've helped Donovan here a bunch of, you know, he believes in me. He raises prices. People still hit the okay on this, and he found out yesterday he's still the cheap guy around here.
I'm not the cheap guy, but I'm not the most expensive.
He's still the cheap guy around here. So
No, there's guys doing it for half of me. And here's another
But
thing.
wait a minute.
Wait.
Wait a minute. I got all this competition, and nobody's going to pay that, are they? Nobody's going to pay $8 a foot, are they? Because you got all this competition. How many competitors do you have that are charging $4 or $5 a foot?
We got guys that are charging $3-4 a foot here. You got 10 of them.
But wait a minute. I thought you can't make money if we got guys making that kind of money. How can we make money if you got all these competitors and stuff?
Well, we just found out last night that the guy who's been here the longest, who's the most successful, who is not even trying to gain another client. The moment one client leaves and comes to my business, he already has people on waiting lists. So
And making more money off of those people.
he's doing $10 a foot, which is $2 more than I'm doing. Okay? And I think I've shopped around. I'm the second most expensive guy, and it's my third year. You know, the most successful one's been around here for 15, 20 years, and he's not worried about anything. And the last point, or one more point that I'm going to make, is I'm not 4 foot tall. He's just closer to the camera. Okay? He does this in every video. I'm standing back here, and I look like I'm a foot shorter than him. I think he does that on purpose.
I think you are
And
a couple inches.
I'm about 3-4 inches shorter than you, maybe.
But like I say, it's going to be a good time. If you can make it, check it out. Go to kingofpressurewashing.com/in-person training will get you there, or christmaslightshelp.com/in-person training will definitely get you there. And go check out the dates and just do it. Again, I don't care if you come or not, but if you want to be successful and you want to get off the ground running, this is what you want to do. This will help you learn. It'll get around like-minded people. It'll get around successful people. And when you're around successful people, you become successful. And at the end of the day, that's what I want you to be, is successful.
Yeah, and I'll guarantee you that you'll learn something that will save you $1,000. I wasted a couple grand my first year because I didn't know where to order mini lights. I bought them all from Home Depot. Half of them quit working in 2 weeks, and 100% of them quit working the following year when I went to test them out. So that right there, if I would have gotten proper advice my very first year, would have saved me thousands of dollars. Just little things like that. You're going to save it, and then we're going to put together like those packages where everybody can do the wiring and put everything together. They're going to get all the typical hands-on.
Yeah.
And just this particular Raleigh train, you're going to get a lot more than that.
Yep.
So if you can make it cool, if not, no big deal.
We'll see you in my next video. See ya.